Hello, everybody. Welcome to Addicted to Miracles. I am Chrissy Fitzgerald. So today I had a thought. I figured I would share my little daily reflection thought. There's this energy present that I'm noticing, and I was exploring it, and it's really about self-sacrifice for the greatest good, for the greater cause. And I'm wondering how many people are deciding that the best way to handle what's going on here is to sacrifice their own life and joy and possibilities because there has been a betrayal and a sacrifice of somebody else. So, it's kind of like, I wonder if there's a different possibility that people would be willing to entertain as an idea. Many times I've heard, the thought or like the idea of drinking poison, expecting someone else or something else to die, right? It's like, what if self-sacrifice is like that? I'm drinking poison, wanting to kill the reality of self-sacrifice. I'm drinking self-sacrifice, hoping to kill all of the energy of sacrifice that has happened. Somebody has lost a life, and that is for sure a true statement. And then where we go with that, like how we fight against the things that we feel are so wrong and offensive and horrible, it's like, yes, honor that there has been something terrible that has occurred, and then what do I do with it? Like, what if I could eliminate that pattern, like literally change the pattern of, in order to honor someone else's pain, life, honoring their life, I must sacrifice something of my own interests, my own indulgences in life even. Like, I must not indulge in life right now when someone else has lost their life. It feels like, it's honorable in its intention, but what if it's the opposite in its effect? So what if honoring someone's loss of life is not best served by dishonoring yourself, by sacrificing yourself? The energy of self-sacrifice is giving up on one's interests or wishes in order to help others or to advance a cause. There's self-denial, denying one's own interests and needs. There's self-deprivation, voluntary denial or suppression of one's own interests or desires. Even as strong a word as asceticism, right? That's kind of a religious terminology, but severe self-discipline and avoidance of all forms of indulgence. Like, literally, many have decided, I can't go do life right now when somebody has been so brutally killed, died, lost a life. When others are losing their lives, how can I, with any clear conscience, have a life? And it's very interesting to me. Where does that come from? When did we learn that? When did we decide that the appropriate response to someone who loses their life or their privileges, that we should start to agree and align with that reality and literally remove those privileges from ourselves? It's just, think about where your energy is, what your energy is feeding. Like, if that's where you're going and you're starting to agree with sacrificing of yourself now, abstaining from or restraining yourself from indulging in something, whatever that something is for you, what are you depriving yourself of right now in honor of the kind of like that quote unquote sin, the sins of others? It's like, are you atoning for the sin of somebody else by punishing yourself? What if you didn't have to atone for and suffer the punishments of deprivation at the hand of somebody else's sin? What other versions are possible in response to that that would contribute greater to the whole reality? Okay. So what else could you offer that would contribute to this that does not involve self-negation, avoiding, denying, punishing, atoning, all of the energy of that, betraying yourself as a automatic reaction? Such a big energy. It's like so amazing. And so what if we could participate in healthy relationships, heal thy relationships? Healthy, heal thy, heal thy is like healthy relationships. And what if you changed your relationship to sacrifice and betrayal, in which you don't perpetuate that energy of sacrificial lamb, betraying of others and betraying of self, and you start to allow yourself to have joy, abundance, greater, higher levels of infinite, whatever it is that brings you happiness, peace, calm, joy. And like abundance, just an abundance is a general word. It could mean more money. It could mean more health. It could mean more vibrant life. I feel like right now this is about vibrancy of life. Like we're literally entrained not to celebrate the vibrancy of life when someone else's life has been taken. And so someone else's life being taken is absolutely something to transform and change so that that doesn't continue happening. It's just what will contribute to that I am curiously questioning. Because as I've learned, where our attention goes and our focus goes is where the energy flows. And so if your attention focus is going to betraying yourself and sacrificing yourself and agreeing with the concept of this, you are actually feeding the very reality that you desire to see change. What new vibrational frequencies and choices could you have or be that would contribute to dissolving that reality instead of solidifying it? Bringing in that higher infinite source of all energies, being more like transcending, rising above that, not from a place of I'm leaving you behind, but from a place of here is the new vibrational frequency that we are going to carry, direct, send, offer. I offer this to the reality. I offer this to you. I offer this to you. I will allow myself to choose it and I offer it to you. There's a big shift in energy when you allow yourself to have this greatness, this magnificence, this life that is full of abundance of all things that you desire, instead of sacrificing yourself. This shame, guilt, anger, rage, fury, hate, blame, betrayal, all of the energies that are attached and associated with, the punishments and atonements and the swearing to always suffer and like that this will never happen, this will never change. Like that's the part I'm hoping that as a collective, as a whole, as a group, bringing like eradicating, eliminating and eradicating that solid reality of sacrifice and betrayal. What new vibrational frequencies can you offer up? Can you like literally bring your attention? It's like, I know that my hands are going up, but it's like that infinite source of all energy, like tune into that, receive that energy, allow that energy, and direct it out to those all, the field all around you. It's like, that is what I can quote unquote do, you know? My doing is to be a different vibrational frequency that starts to dominate the field, that by dominating the field with these higher, greater, more like loving, godlike, maybe divine, heavenly, light, love frequencies, when I receive those, be those, transfer them, transmit them, emanate them, radiate them, contribute to them, offer that. If you're going to offer something as like the quote unquote sacrificing, instead of sacrificing, offer something. Offer this as a gift. Instead of taking away from yourself, offer this energy as your gift, as the gift. Because when you take and deny and sacrifice yourself in any way, you have just solidified the whole reality that you desire to see change so desperately. So I think I'll leave it at that. What else is possible beyond that? Thanks for joining, everybody.